fishing there is outstanding. I mean, it really is amazing how many trout and reds you can catch. There are various other species too, but those were kind of my two targets. And they're very elusive other places. Stewart, I can catch some trout there. A couple of reds, but nothing. Well, I guess I had that one nice red, but mostly trout and snook there. There are other places where they say they're trout and they are just difficult. I'm not going to go on this trip, but it's supposed to be packed full of trout. Yeah, I've never seen one here. So it's beautiful. Love these mangrove ridges and everything. So I'm gonna try another spot because I don't have much time left. So trying to find these grass flats and find an edge to them or a deep pocket or something. Some sort of structure that I can find that usually holds fish. I know it's way on the other side there's some, but I don't have time to go over there. So I'm trying to find these. It's much deeper here. Maybe I'll go over closer to the creek where it's deep. Try it there. Alright. This boat is so slow. I feel like I'm going backwards, or the wind is actually pushing me and not the motor. So I went to the first spot and it was actually cool, and I had a nice topwater blow up with a big red, but he missed it. And then he kind of got spooked by the lure and took off. Saw a couple of the reds cruising up this sort of lane up to the inlet there, which I can't get close to because of the sandbar. So a couple of nice jacks on top water. That's always fun. So I'm just kind of looking for the grass flats. They're so vague here about like where these locations are. I know there's fish everywhere, but there's better locations than other ones than others, and everyone knows that. You know, depending on the conditions, you know exactly where to go. The fish have behaviors that they do, and it's fairly predictable. So they're always very vague about it. So I'm searching for these grass flats. It's kind of deep here, and there's a little creek up the way. I'm gonna try to position myself on one side of the grass flats where it drops off. See if I can't catch some trout or something. All right, we'll give it a shot. Just trying this new spot. Don't have much time. Just thought I would try some of these flats. This is why I like sticking with places that I know, like Stewart and Cedar Key, because I know where the fish are. It's been trial and error, but I found them. When I go to new spots like Port Charlotte or this, I mean, I fished here before. It's just I caught a bad tide. I should have figured that out first, and then done the 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock charter or rental. But I want to hit the pier again, honestly. So something took my bobber pretty good. It's probably just a mangrove, but we'll see. I think it's swimming towards the boat because I don't see it anymore. Can't really tell what it is. It's kind of fighting like a catfish though. But I'm just going to delete this video. Oh, it's a trout! Finally! Alright, so I'm leaving Tarpon Bay, the boat rental, for half day. Should have got a full day. It wasn't too late by the time I got back. Right around noon, I finally found the trout in this place and I got into them. I only caught 2, but it was like every cast. I just didn't have the time to stay there because I had to be back at noon. Oh, it sucks. I hate leaving right when they're biting. But it was more a monetary thing than anything. I putting everything on my credit cards and just didn't want to keep piling it up. So I left, and I also want to try for this big snook again at the pier, roughly around 2:30ish. I think they'll be back again feeding if the tides are, you know, roughly the same. So I'm gonna go do that, take a little break, and then head over to the pier and try to wrench out a big tarpon. And I need to get some heavier line because I'm getting that, not tarpon, snook. I need to get the big snook out from under the dock. All right. I'm gonna head back over to Sanibel Pier, and this time I got a little bit heavier fluorocarbon. Normally I use 30 pound, it's kind of my go-to, but now I'm gonna use 40 pound because I gotta be able to, you know, wrench these giant fish out from under the dock. I've missed 3 or 4, probably 30 plus inches, which is my main target on this entire trip. So I'm missing those because the fluorocarbons, I mean, chances are they could still cut me off the barnacles and the pylons, just the way it is with snook, but I'm hoping a little bit stronger line. It's low visibility. You know, maybe I'll be able to get those big ones out. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna try to do now, and see you then. I just learned the uni and a uni knot. I tied them on before, but then I forgot how to do it, so I just go with my old standby. But man, it is the best knot. You don't have to deal with any swivels. Swivels are horrible. So, uni to uni. Beautiful.
We came at a good time, huh?
I know.
Yeah, can we smile? Smile. Yeah,
There we go.